Hey everyone, welcome back to Shed Talks. I'm Mark Allen. The first of the year is come and gone. A lot of you are starting back into your training, and there's one piece that is really important when you're getting back into shape, and that is actually how you eat. And the reason is this: as you are getting back into shape, your body's going through really big changes, right? I mean, you know how it is if you've had any experience at doing this in the past. The first few months of the year is when you pretty much get about 80% of your fitness, right? That's when your body goes through the biggest amount of changes in the shortest period of time. And to do that, to support those changes that happen, it's going to take eating maybe a little bit differently than you did before January 1st, right? So here's some tips that I want to give. One of the things that's going to happen is that your body is much less efficient than it will be in the middle of the season or at the late part of the season, which means that per hour or per mile or per unit of time that you are working out, you're going to be burning more calories than you will when you start to really get in good shape, which means that you're going to get really hungry for maybe what seems like short workouts compared to what you eat later in the year when you are more fit, your body's more efficient, it utilizes energy very differently. So you might find that you are upping your calories. What does this mean? One thing is that if you are actually trying to lean out a little bit, lose a little bit of extra weight that maybe you have gained in the off season, this is the time of year to do that. And so if you kind of are very conscious of the calories that you put in your body, try not to overeat. Of course, do not undereat. You can actually kind of work that calorie in, calorie out, your metabolic rate changing and need for calories for rebuilding a lot of the stuff that your body's trying to build up right now. So if you are, again, trying to kind of lean out a little bit, now is a great time to kind of get a head start on that. Be careful though. A lot of you endurance athletes, I don't want you to get too lean right now. You do not want to be in peak race body fat, body weight position at the end of January. You want to save that for June or July or even August, let's say, if you're going to Kona. So start the process, but don't go overboard with it. A second thing that's going to be super key is making sure that you get super high nutrient density foods right now, because your body is going through a complete rebuilding process. And as you do that, you're trying to lay down new lean muscle. Your metabolic processes are going through complete changes, and so you want to have the food that you eat be super nutrient dense. So for sure, one of the things that I always do as I'm getting back in shape is, one, make sure you have enough protein. Your muscles are trying to rebuild, re-energize themselves, and that takes a lot of energy. That also takes a lot of carbohydrate to fuel that protein synthesis that turns into muscle when you're sleeping at night. Not that you need to go overboard on carbohydrates, but super restricting carbohydrates right now may not be the best idea. Be smart with your carbohydrates, right? So eat enough but not too much, and we could talk about that for days. But anyway, protein. Get good quality protein in each meal, especially in the meals after you have done a really good solid workout. If you are a younger athlete, you will be able to utilize that protein easier than somebody who's older. So you older folks, and older can be 50, 60, 70, something like that, you have to take in a higher percentage of your total calories as protein for your body to go, aha, I need to do something with this. I need to rebuild the muscle that I just sort of stressed during that strength training or that speed session or that long workout, whatever it is. You young folks, you get away a little easier. You can take a little bit of protein and your body's going to go, I'm going to take that and make me stronger. But the thing that you can supercharge your protein intake with is super high nutrient dense leafy greens like kale and chard and collard greens, all the stuff that probably as a 20-year-old you're kind of going, I don't think I really like that. I'd rather have a sugary something rather. Think greens, and that goes for everybody, right? Super nutrient dense foods. So try to avoid the things that are super refined. Definitely cut way back or cut completely out on added sugar into anything that you have. And this goes for those nice sweet drinks that you might like, juices, all that kind of stuff. Nutrient dense, low sugar, make sure you get good fats, and those are, olive oil, avocados, nuts have great fats in them, cold water fish. You know all of this, but I just want to reiterate it, because as you're going through this rebuilding and re-energizing your fitness, your hormone levels are also going to be stressed and changed and utilized also. So you want to make sure that you have those good oils, because that is what makes up every single hormone in your body. They're based on oils and fats, and so don't scrimp on those. Pour that olive oil on, stick it on that kale, stick it on that that fish that you just fried up. And so think about your nutrition as you go through this first month of the year, where your body is going through that huge adaptation process of getting back in shape. And as you do that, what you eat will support what you're trying to gain from all of those great workouts. Mark Allen for Shed Talks. Lots more to come this year.